What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. So today I'm not in the city, I'm out in a nearby village, and I thought this would be a good idea. This would be a good video to do. Not a lot of people do these like village videos, and everybody is doing the big city videos. So yeah, I thought this is a good idea, so let's start. Alright then, so just before I jump into today's video, as always, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It helps me out massively. If you can share the video, that would be awesome. If you want to donate to the channel, you can do it right here with this QR code, or you can do it on Patreon or PayPal. Now let's jump into today's video, and it's the first time I'm here, and this village is about an hour and 20 minutes away from where I live, so it's a little bit far. And I don't think many foreigners were here before. I think I might just be the first one to be here, so I'm a little bit anxious to to walk around, because I think people are going to be a little bit scared. So yeah, it's very quiet, so that's why I'm not shouting. There is a little street that I can go down on, so I'm going to go down there. Obviously you can see that this is like a proper village setting. And yeah, it's interesting. Most people, they're living in China, they are doing vlogs in big cities like Shenzhen, Shanghai, Beijing, and all of those places. And I feel like I'm the only YouTuber that lives in a smaller city. Like Jilin is a tier 4 city right now, so it's very different. And as you can see behind me, like these little shops and buildings and all of these places, that's not what you can find in a big city. In big cities, you're going to find, the big skyscrapers, the big shopping malls, the expensive cars, the rich second generation kids and all of these things. But in small villages like this, you're mostly going to find like, little shops and, older people and cheap stuff and old stuff and all of these things. And I appreciate those things. I don't look down on them. I don't think it's something to be ashamed of. I think this is part of China as well. So this is the real China. This is also China. So don't get me wrong, I appreciate the big cities and the skyscrapers and all those things, but this is something that I truly appreciate. And that's why I am in China, and I try to travel and show you guys as much as I can, because this is what makes China for me. Now let me turn the camera around for you guys and walk around a little bit by myself. If I see anything interesting, I'm going to comment on it. Otherwise, it might just go silent for a minute or two, but don't worry, the video is gonna roll anyway. So you can see this shop out here, they're selling these like gold colored papers and things like that. And the reason why they do this is because they want to burn it. And when they burn it, they're basically sending money to their dead relatives, on the other side. And they usually do this during festivals. And it's part of Chinese culture. And I will try to film some in the city as well, because they do it. For some reason, they like to do it at the corner of like a junction, and there is some sort of a significance there. I'm not exactly sure what, but I will try to find out the reason behind that for you guys. Now this road here that I'm walking out to is actually the main road, and I came through this one, and on both sides there are shops and restaurants. On the left side there are a couple of restaurants, so I will walk next to them and see what they are selling. And you can really see the village setting here. And you know, like I said earlier, this is something that I truly appreciate. And by the looks of it, most of these restaurants are selling you know, fish, so dishes made with fish, and the reason behind that is, you know, it's very obvious, because the lake is nearby, so they can always get, you know, fresh produce coming in, and you know, they can prepare everything fresh most of the time. So yeah, as you can see, it is a real village close to Jilin city. So you can see the boats here as well. So you know, these people, they go out and get their own fish, and then they bring it back to the restaurants to sell it to them, or if they own a restaurant as well, they just use it in their own restaurant. So that's really cool. And you know, the reason why I you know, appreciate the countryside and village life is because I was born in a village as well, like a small one, more like a town, but you know, it's different to give a description when it comes to countries, like what counts as a village, what counts as a town or a city. For example, in England, where I lived, was basically a town with like 35 or 40,000 people. That was considered a town. But the place where I grew up in Hungary only had like 2,000 people in it, and that was also, you know, a town. So you know, there are differences when it comes to different countries, but this is basically a village in China. This is what they consider a village here. And the reason why I, you know, appreciate this and you know, look forward to do more videos on this is because there are so many interesting people in these little villages that you know, they live in their own bubbles and they don't really know what's going on around the world, and they might have never left this village in their whole life. And you know, it might be interesting for them to see a foreigner, or to see something else, or to talk to a foreigner. So you know, I will try to visit more villages in the future in smaller places, and hopefully I get to talk to people as well. But yeah, I'm just, you know, really interested in this, and I can truly appreciate it. I mean, they have a hotel here as well, but I think this is closed, and even if it would be open, I don't think they would take any foreigners. So yeah, unfortunately I can't stay in this hotel by the looks of it, either way. So we're back on this little street that I was talking about earlier. We're gonna go down the other way and turn left by the end of it and see where that takes us. Plus I need to wait anyway, because this truck or lorry, or call it whatever you want, is kind of in the way, so I can't really get through if I want to leave, so I'm kind of locked in here. But you know, I don't feel like a prisoner. And if I'm honest with you guys, like you know, when you go to a different country and you go somewhere that you don't know, you can feel intimidated. But I don't feel intimidated, I just feel, you know, a little bit anxious, because like I said earlier, I might just be the first foreigner that ever came to this village, and that's something new. So yeah, you can see these people on the left as well. They just turned around because they heard me speaking English, and they were like, wow, a foreigner. So you know, in some parts of China they don't really see foreigners, and yeah. actually thinking about getting a drink for myself, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into this little shop, keep the camera rolling. I'm looking for some cold drinks, but these ones are not very cold. I don't think they have a fridge other than that one, so I might just go back to that one and get the drink I want. Or maybe get an ice cream. I'll get an ice cream actually. Let's have a look. What kind of ice creams can we get from here? Definitely don't want to get a durian ice cream. I think I'm going to go for this peach one. Classic ice cream bar. This is what we're going to get. You know what? I'm going to get a drink as well.微信可以吗？
微信可以，2块5。
扫这个。
这个是5毛的。上小点的。我得来2份，你要这个吗？把这个啥？521呢？是我们的物质监测。你这个吗？我这里哈。
And there you go, an ice cream and a drink. Now the only thing is I didn't bring my my bag with me for this little walk, so you know, if the camera is a bit shaky, I'm sorry. I'll try to open this ice cream as soon as I can and you know, carry on with this walk. There you go, that's done. Yep, you can't go wrong with the peach ice cream, for sure. And the funny thing is, it was only 5毛, so it was only half a yuan, which is kind of funny. You know, I like to talk about my 5毛that are on my channel. I love them, you know, even though they don't love me, or maybe secretly they do. But yeah. Let's walk down this way. Let's see what's down there. Probably it's a dead end or nothing interesting. You can see a little boy on his push bike or whatever it is. You know, more shops, few cars, few people. So yeah, it sounds like and looks like a very, very quiet village. You know, even people like, you know, coming out of their shops just to look at me. And the other thing is, I have my sunglasses on, as you guys remember, and probably that's the reason why you know, nobody really tried to talk to me, because they can't see that I'm a foreigner. But yeah, or maybe they're just scared, I don't know. Let's turn around, there's not much down there. There's a bank, post office kind of thing as well. It's cool. But yeah, what more do you want? You know, walking around in a small village, eating, you know, super cheap ice cream. But yeah, it's nice and quiet, and I really appreciate this. So you know, there's nothing wrong with the big cities and the big city life, but sometimes you need to appreciate the little things, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I think further down there is a school as well. So there's like a very small one, but it might just be the right size for this small village. So yeah, that's also pretty cool. Alright then guys, and that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed walking around, and I'm still enjoying my ice cream. So if you like this video, make sure that you like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.